Once upon a time, a girl called Alice walked along a country road through the scary, dark forest. Out from the dark forest strode Anger. Anger was a ferocious-looking creature, white with rage. Its huge, warty mouth had long, sharp needles for teeth, and those teeth drooled venom. With nightmare eyes, it stormed up to Alice, and she trembled. The creature berated Alice, and she cried, "Go away! I don't want you here! Go away!" But it stayed and bitterly complained until finally it strode away back into the dark forest. Alice felt dreadful. The next day, Alice was on the road again when out from the dark forest stepped Prejudice. The creature's skin was mouldy and its head looked like a garbage tip. Its rotten teeth looked like black carrots. Covering its skin were pustules, all oozing a stinking yellow pus. The creature insisted on speaking with Alice, and this time Alice just shrugged, knowing she didn't have much choice in the matter. The creature rambled on with breath that smelled like fresh spew, until finally it wandered away back into the dark forest. Alice felt flat. The next day, Sadness emerged from the dark forest. Sadness was a big, white, soggy creature, wet from crying 1,000 tears of lemon juice. This time, Alice chose to welcome the creature and listen to what it had to say. She even gave it a kind word and wiped a lemon juice tear from its left eye. After a while, Sadness went quiet. It disappeared without her noticing. Alice felt okay. Alice reflected on what Sadness had said to her, and then it dawned. Although Sadness was a real drag to be with, it had come to assist her. It had come to tell her something was wrong in her life. She then realised that Anger and Prejudice had also come to assist her. Anger had come to fight for her values. Prejudice had come to address her fears. A week later, Anger visited again, but instead of trying to shoo the scary creature away, Alice welcomed it and listened to its complaints. She then worked out a way to solve its problem. Anger considered her advice and agreed with her solution. It wandered off with a mild grumble. Over time, other creatures emerged from the dark forest. Grief, fear, jealousy, hatred, disappointment, and many others. Most of them visited more than once. All of them could see pain in her life, and all of them had come to assist her. Although Alice didn't want their assistance, she certainly didn't enjoy their company. Nevertheless, she gave each and every one of them permission to be with her. And, because she listened to their concerns, she became adept at dealing with them. Alice knew that none of the creatures was bad. Each was just a troubled soul trying to deal with the world, her world, the best way it could. Over time, the creatures grew softer and wiser until they rarely needed to leave the dark forest. And when they did venture out, they didn't stay long. They would have a quiet chat with Alice and return content. Alice came to lose her fear of the dark forest and ventured into it. She discovered new experiences, new paths, new boundaries. When she met the dark creatures in there, she felt comfortable with them and safe. And she came to realise they were her friends. Always had been. Of course, I've been talking about the dark forest within each of us. We can learn from Alice. If we feel envy, hatred, anger, greed, any of the dark emotions, that's fine. Those creatures are in our dark forest, and when they venture out, let's welcome them and deal with their concerns. Let's not shoo them away or pretend they're not there. Instead, let's listen to them. Give them a cup of tea and a biscuit. Because if we just tell those dark emotions, No, I'm not feeling you, go away. They'll just keep coming back and keep pestering us. And we won't learn how to deal with them, and we won't get their message. If, for example, we pretend we are not angry, that anger will squeeze out in other ways. We will snipe at our partner, or become a chronic complainer, or pick fights, or bottle up our anger and then explode over something trivial. No. If we are angry, we need to accept it. We need to accept all our dark emotions and learn how to deal with them. If we are hateful, so be it. Instead of pretending the emotion is not there, or criticising ourselves because it is there, we can simply accept that we are feeling that emotion. And then, like a scientist, we can begin to look for what is behind it. Is it fear? If so, the fear of what? Or are we compelled by a should or a must that we adopted long, long ago? When we know precisely what it is we are feeling and why, we can then give thought to our response and act wisely. When we observe any dark emotion without criticising it, we get to know it better and its hold on us weakens. After a while, we might even stop feeling hateful or jealous or whatever because we understand what's behind it. We may not enjoy their visits, but those dark emotions require our attention. And when we accept them and listen to them, we get good at dealing with them. And we also come to realise they are our friends. Always have been. And when we come to accept our dark emotions and can explore them, those dark emotions will, over time, grow softer and wiser. And so will we. Wait, what happened to Alice? Well, she lived happily ever after.